Hi, it's Julie here, single mum entrepreneur, and welcome to my channel. If it's the first time you're watching me on a video, then I don't always record from my kitchen, but that's just the way it is at the moment, just a temporary situation, but never mind, let's just get on with it. So I make videos about how to make money working from home. So whether that's a full-time income online and more like an online business, or whether it's just ways to make some extra cash in your spare time using certain websites and apps. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 sites and apps that you can use in order to make money whilst chatting with people internationally. So people all over the world who want to improve their English. So I'm going to be sharing with you the pros and cons of this method, and make sure you stick around till the end, because there are 3 different ways, so you don't want to miss out any steps or miss out on any valuable information. And if at the end you really like this video, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's take a look at these websites that are going to pay you to chat with strangers or people who are international and worldwide based and want to practice their English conversational skills. Now, I used to be an English teacher. I used to tutor people abroad. So I am well kind of aware of how much people really desperately want to practice their English. Because then it'll make things a lot easier for them if they want to obviously go and work in a predominantly English-speaking country. So there are lots and lots of people worldwide who just really want to practice their English language skills. And this is quite easy work to get started with. You can chat with people all over the world with different cultures, so it's really quite exciting. You could get to chat about hobbies, or to talk about, whether if they do some work, for example. You can chat about their families and where they live, and their interests, etc. So it's really nice opportunity to get to know people all over the world. Now, you do generally do video calls because these are obviously going to be face to face. But you can work from home. You can work from anywhere, actually. So it's very flexible. You can work on your own schedule, so you can choose whether you want to have the call or not. You can decide when the best times you want to work are. And generally speaking, with one exception that does pay a little bit more, but you do get paid around the $10 per hour. So obviously this isn't an opportunity that's suddenly going to make you a massive full-time income, but it is something that you can do without necessarily having any prior qualifications. There's only one of these 3 opportunities where they do need to have a certificate, but other than that, this is something that you can actually just kind of pick up and run with and just have these really friendly, easy conversations. So the downside, really, the kind of the disadvantage of this work is that, yeah, it is not a lot of money. It's and depending on where you live in the world, that may seem very low to you, but ultimately this is work that you can do from home. So it's ideal, if you don't want to necessarily, or you can't just go out the house, say like me, I'm a mum, but if you're a mum with young kids, then it might be something that you can do really easily, in between your young kids' naps or whatever. This is something that you can just kind of pick up and work to your own schedule with. So, so in that way, it is easy work from home, but it's not a lot of money. You're not necessarily guaranteed the work. And one of the challenges might be the time zone difference. So, if you're chatting with somebody who's the other side of the world, then the time zones might mean that you can't necessarily chat with them when they will be online. So you're online at different times. So you can't guarantee that you'll get consistent work. That said, some people do get very consistent work and and earn some decent sort of money in addition to their other income. And also the other thing is that you're still trading time for money. So in that sense, this isn't a kind of a passive income. This is something where, you know, you have to do the work in order to get paid. So you're still trading your time for money. So after you've watched this video, I'll put this link in the description as well. One of the ways that I make a full-time income online is something called affiliate marketing. So you can follow that link there, successwithjules.com, and that will allow you to learn some real skills to help you build a full-time online income, potentially with affiliate marketing or another online business model. But I'll put that link in the description. So let's go and look at these websites. So the first one you need to go to is NiceTalk Tutor. So it's tutor.nicetalk.com, and that's the first one that we're going to look at. So again, you'll be having video-based conversations with people. Now, this is predominantly, these people are going to be based in China, and they want to practice their English language skills. So first of all, let's just take a look. So NiceTalk is an app or an English learning platform developed by this company here, the Hangzhou Feizhou Technology Company. I may not have pronounced that very well, but that's the name of the company. And it's the first mobile English learning platform, and students get instant access to fluent English speakers through one-on-one video chat. And I know as a former language teacher that having this practice in speaking is the best way to, you know, develop your language ability. So the NiceTalk Tutor is specifically designed for fluent English speakers who want to be English practice partners and teachers. Now, that said, you won't necessarily be teaching people fundamentals of English grammar, for example. So yeah, I mean, remember, these people want to just practice their English, but of course it will be good if you're able to kind of help them if they've got any particular sort of challenges, or if they just need to practice their fluency, or maybe they make a few little mistakes and you might want to help them sort of correct those little mistakes. So as it says here, to be a NiceTalk tutor, which is a freelance job, so it's very simple and easy. So you get flexible hours, so you tutor on your schedule. So obviously then you're not going to another country, so you don't need to worry about visa issues. You don't have to worry about getting housing. I mean, I remember when I was teaching English as a foreign language in Germany, we didn't have anything like this. So I actually had to go, and get somewhere to live. So I was living in Germany. So I had to go and rent a place in Germany, in Dortmund, in order to, be a teacher there. But you don't have anything like that. So this is great. So it's very rewarding. You meet interesting new friends. So obviously this is something that you can do anytime and anywhere and get paid for it. So let's just have a little look at the requirements for being a NiceTalk tutor. Okay, so so language proficiency, they do need English native speakers. So yes, so English has to be your native language or your mother tongue. Now, it says that the teaching experience, or with a teaching certificate, so this thing called TEFL. TEFL stands for Teaching English as a Foreign Language. TESOL, these are pretty much the same, like TESOL, for example. TESOL is Teaching English as a Second Language. So if you've got a certificate or you've got some TEFL teaching experience, it says it's preferred, but it's not essential. So we're okay with that. And later on, I will be sharing one that actually doesn't require that they don't mind whether you have any teaching experience or not. It's completely for beginners. So yeah, you need high internet access, obviously. So you've got to have a good internet access. So you need good internet speed. You also need to have, updated operating systems. It just shows the compatibility there for your application, your mobile or cell phone. But obviously, most importantly, you do need to have a quiet environment. So you do need to have a quiet place. So how do you apply? So you just register with your email address and just record a short interview video. So you can just do that obviously on your phone and submit that short interview video, and then you just have to. So obviously you can do all of this on your phone. It's really, really easy to do it. Or you can click here to register. You can visit nicetalk.com on your phone and download the app. So it's on iOS and Android. And so yeah, so what you can do is you can register here on the website. If I just click here, so there you go. So you can just create your accounts here. What they'll do is they'll send you an email, and then you'll be able to complete your application on the app. So follow the instructions in the app to complete your application. Then you'll be able to submit your short interview video. So how do you start chatting with students? So first they have to approve you, and then you start taking requests. So that's when you would say your availability for chats with students. There's two modes for a student, either this random call mode or direct call mode. So what happens that if you're in random call mode, you'll just be matched to a student according to your rating. So they'll kind of give you a rating when you start, and they'll assign a student to you depending. I guess some of it will depend on your experience. So if somebody needs maybe somebody with teaching experience, then they'll match a student to that person. If you don't have the experience, then they'll match you with somebody accordingly. So there's either the random call mode where they'll match you, or there's direct call mode where the student will actually choose you from the tutors list. So as it says here, student from the tutors list. So when you connect to a student, you just start your conversation. And if you're going to really relax, you can just start your conversation, introduce yourself, a warm smile. You know, some students are very talkative, and I know this from experience. You know, some might want to take the lead. They might want to kind of be the ones to direct the conversation. And others might be a bit quieter, so you would need to lead the chat. So it's like I said, just the topics, you know, you can ask them about their lives, ask them about their job, their families and interests. So you just need to kind of feel comfortable about having a conversation with them about that. And don't worry, if they are a bit quiet, then just say, okay, you know, so what do you do? What are your hobbies? And just kind of get the conversation going, if they're not as talkative as some other students might be. So you're getting paid for each full minute you spend talking to them, and your hourly wage is $10 per hour. So let's just see how you get paid. So PayPal is kind of the norm. So when you sign up, then make sure you fill in your PayPal email and verify the confirmation link that they'll send to your email. So they'll pay you every week as long as you have a balance above $20. So as soon as you've got above $20, they will pay you every week. They've got a cut-off time here, and then you'll receive the money automatically in 3 or 4 business days. And they also have a feedback system. So yeah, so you can give, if you've got any suggestions or if you've got any concerns, then obviously you can just drop an email to their support line here. So the next one we're going to look at is one called Palfish. Now Palfish is actually an app. It's available on the App Store and on Google Play. And this one is a little bit more specialised, because you do need to have some teaching experience, or you do need to have a teaching certificate specifically in order to do this. So obviously it won't suit everyone. So stick with me, because the next one we're going to look at, you don't need a teaching certificate or any experience at all for. So let's just take a look. It's rated very highly. I think on the App Store it's 4.7 stars as well, but on Google Play it's 4.6. So somebody here very recently said it's a very convenient app for teaching, amazing. Students can choose their preferred teacher. So yes, I would imagine that the majority of these obviously will be older. I guess if there's anyone younger, then it would be their parents who would be helping them. So yes, students can choose their preferred teacher from different English native speaking countries. Which is quite exciting. Social media, somebody's saying a social media platform for teachers and students only. It's a very bright app, interactive games, kids love it, etc. And somebody here has very recently said an easy way to apply for online teaching. So this is great. So actually they're saying there's official kids course, teachers are needed as well. So if you're experienced in teaching younger children, then obviously you're actually going to get more, and you can actually get more money. You can actually get up to $45 an hour with this particular app if you're an experienced teacher. Okay, so let's pop over and actually have a look at the Palfish website just to get a feel for the company itself. If you go to ipalfish.com, and then you can see here we're at Palfish. It's an online English education platform. And it's saying we provide opportunities for English-speaking teachers from all over the world to teach English at home. With this innovative idea, Palfish has become one of the fastest-growing English teaching platforms on the market. So it's absolutely fantastic. So this is a little bit about who they are. And it's an open market. You can simply imagine Palfish as eBay, but the merchandise being sold are English classes. So they're providing people who are fluent in English the opportunity to teach people who want to learn English in their free time and thus create a virtuous English education cycle. So notice it says here, they provide people who are fluent in English. So they don't say they need native speakers. They just want people who are genuinely fluent in English. So as it says here, it's a fast-growing platform with tons of opportunities. It not only offers teachers the opportunity to teach students one-on-one, teachers can also teach a bigger class with potentially more income. So whereas, the other English opportunities, English teaching opportunities that I talk about in this video, have more of a fixed rate, this gives you the chance to actually kind of grow a career, which is really, really good. So it doesn't require specific time commitments. It's very flexible. And there's also a really fantastic support team as well. So if you just scroll down, it's got a few little screenshots, one to multiple English class that allows students to talk freely. Let's have a look as well. Let's just go down here. Okay, so it will tell us a little bit about the different types of lessons that you can give. So you can do this thing here that's called Free Talk. So this is a one-to-one English class with no time commitments. So you can just go online and wait for students to call you. And then they have this other option, which is live streaming. So the live streaming provides opportunities for teachers to teach multiple students. So it's like a platform for teachers to publicize themselves, and also for popular teachers, it can prove to be very profitable. And then they have something called the Palfish lesson, which is themed Palfish Free Talk lessons. So they have those different options there. They also have some great testimonials from teachers here. Somebody says it's been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. They've met young people from all over the world, young and old, helping them achieve their goals. And it's really helping people improve their abilities in English. So obviously it's a really, really rewarding career that you've got here, but also it gives you lots of freedom and flexibility in your career. So somebody here says, not only has Palfish impacted my life, but more importantly, has impacted more than 400 students that I teach on a daily, weekly or monthly basis. And he's also got a waiting list for many newcomers. So it really is a fantastic, fantastic opportunity. They've even got internet celebrity teachers as well. So what we'll do is we'll click on Palfish Teacher, because the official course is something different. That's where you're actually teaching children aged 3 to 12, and the requirements are different for that because they're younger. I believe we will take a quick look, but I believe you have to be from a native English speaking country in order to teach on the official course. So let's have a look at the Palfish Teacher course. So here we are. So we're looking at the Palfish Teacher part of the website. So as it says here, requirements. So they don't want native speakers necessarily. I mean, of course, if you are a native speaker, that's fine, but they just need to be you to be fluent in English. So fluent in English, excellent communication and interpersonal skills. So you just got to really be very interested in having conversations with people. You've got to be creative, energetic, passionate about teaching. The only thing is they do need experience in English teaching. It says native English speakers only, but then it says fluent in English. But I know that this website, as long as if you've got a very high level of fluency, then you will be okay. I think they only need the native English speakers necessarily for teaching the younger children. But you do need to have a English teaching certificate, and that's teaching English as a foreign language. Now, depending on where you are in the world, I mean, you can learn this online very inexpensively. So for example, you can go to Groupon if you have Groupon in your country, and you can get a very, very cheap course. Often they have offers where you can get, you know, a course for less than, you know, kind of $50 or £50, and you can get your teaching certificate, which is great because clearly you can earn a lot of money with this opportunity. And you can also set your own pay rate. PALFISH does not influence your decision at all. For a one-to-one class, the average pay rate is $10 to $18 per hour, but there are teachers charging more than $30 per hour and are still quite popular. So it's up to you. You know, you could start out, you know, kind of somewhere in the middle. It depends on how much experience you have, and you just set your pay rate and see what happens. So what you obviously have to do is you have to follow your application within the app. So obviously we already looked, you can get it on Google Play and the App Store. You just follow the application on the app. Now, the other thing that they do have is this thing called the PALFISH official course. And this is specifically for young students aged 3 to 12. So with this, it says that, you know, they set the price of the course, they provide materials and slides for the teachers. So obviously it's got to be very structured because these are young children. So they're obviously much newer to learning English. If you're an official teacher, you can also create your own course, seminars and live streaming, make more money. But, you know, obviously don't worry about that to start with. You can make up to $22 an hour plus the bonus. And what they're, we won't look at these packages here, but it's obviously saying these are the bonuses. You know, if students buy a package, then you roughly get these additional bonuses, depending on what people buy. But they do need native speakers with a neutral accent. And you also need to have experience in teaching children. You do need a teaching certificate again. And you do also need to be able to be online for more than 10 hours per week because there's a bigger commitment. And as I said before, you do need to come from the States, Canada, United Kingdom, New Zealand, Ireland and Australia. So they do need native English speakers from those countries. So obviously it won't be for everyone. So that's why in my next portion of this video, we're going to talk about a website, an opportunity that does not need any teaching certificates or any experience at all. But if you're interested in PALFISH, then obviously you can just go and download the app from the App Store. Okay, so the next one we're going to look at where you don't need a certificate and you don't need experience, which is an absolutely great option, you know, for you to chat without necessarily having any teaching background, is actually Cambly. So what you need to do, if you just Google either Cambly tutoring or Cambly become a tutor, then you will see that this will come up, and this is where you need to go. Now, again, this is an app. What you can do is we'll just look at the website first and find out all about tutoring with Cambly. So this is the one where you can get paid to chat with people from all around the world. It's great fun. This is one that I know quite a few people who do this. I've actually done this myself as well, because you don't actually need any teaching qualifications. You don't actually need a bachelor's degree or any prior teaching experience. Now, I do have all of those things, but I do know that this is a great way to actually get started with something that is quite actually rewarding as a career. If you actually want to then go and learn more about how to, how to make more of an income by tutoring or teaching English as a second language, then this is a great way to start. So just go to Cambly, become a tutor, and then go to this page. So let's just take a look. So you get paid weekly. So you earn for every minute that you spend chatting. So it's basically 17 cents a minute, which is pretty much like 10-20 an hour. You get paid a little bit more on Cambly Kids, and you get paid by PayPal every Monday. So you can tutor anytime, anywhere. You can start tutoring at any time of day based on your schedule. There's no minimum hours. You just get paid for the time that you spend chatting. So what you're doing is you're helping people with one-on-one lessons. So like it said here, you might chat with a uni student from Brazil, somebody who's kind of a marketing pro from Japan, or somebody who absolutely loves everything to do with, you know, English speaking, and you get to know lots about other cultures and places too as well. So it's really, really great fun. So all you need to do is just click on Get Started. We'll just go to the sign up page. That'll take a few minutes just to load. So all you need to do is just sign up with your email address. So just put your email address and a password and create an account. Now, students themselves, they can actually use the Cambly app in order to video chat with you. But as a teacher, you can't. You actually have to have, there's no app yet for the teachers. You actually just have to do that from your regular desktop or from your laptop, or you just, there isn't an app that makes it easy to do. I guess you could actually do it on your phone, but you'd have to go through a browser as opposed to going through an app. So just sign up and create your account, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so once you have signed up, they'll obviously send you an email. You just have to verify your email. But then when you've signed up, then all you need to do is just test your connection. So obviously as a tutor, they need to make sure, because you'll probably need, you know, if you've got a, just a Chromebook or even a cheap laptop, then it will have a built-in webcam. But they just need to test your internet connection to make sure that, you know, that it's all working. So you'll either have a built-in or external webcam. There'll probably be either you'll have a headset or you'll have a built-in microphone with your laptop. So as long as you've got some sort of good lighting, then all you need to do is just test the connection. We'll just start the test. So then obviously what it's going to do is just going to go through. Oh, there you go. So it's just going to test your video, going to test your audio, and just make sure that everything's okay. Same packet loss, just checking that there's no kind of lag or anything like that. And then it'll say everything is running smoothly. So it's testing your connection. It says everything's running smoothly. So then it will just go, you just click on continue. And then all you need to do is you just need to fill in some basic info. So once you've filled in the basic info, upload a photo and so on, you just basically got to just complete your profile. So it will just ask you to put a little bit of information about yourself. So like I said, you don't actually have to have any specific teaching experience, but of course, if you do have, you can put it there. And then you just need to put all this information in. Optional, like it said here, it's optional with a teaching certificate because Cambly doesn't require any teaching certifications, but some students might want formal experience, but it doesn't matter if you don't have that. So you just got to set up your tutor profile, and then when you've gone through that, you'll just do a quick video introduction, which you can obviously do with having a webcam. And just do a quick introduction, and then you are good to go. They do say, you know, why you're here. It might be, I'm a total grammar nerd. I love learning about other cultures, whatever it might be. Just put a bit of information in. When you've done that, save it and continue. And then you get to do your video introduction at the end. And then that is it. So there you go. So that's how you can get paid to chat with strangers. 3 different ways, 3 different websites and apps that you can do some easy work from home and online jobs on your own schedule. So don't forget to subscribe if you like this video and hit the notification bell. And also check out the first link in my description, successwithjules.com, if you'd like to know how I make a full-time income online and earn passive income. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you on my next video.